Hello viewers, I got this XJ6 Series 3 back for a service. I serviced this before summer and put a new radiator in it and did all the hoses and the thermostat and a few other things. Since then it's done probably about 10,000 kilometres, and 5,000 kilometre trip on a holiday, and all that's really gone wrong with it is I picked it up and noticed the thermostat's stuck open because it doesn't really warm up properly, and when you warm it up there's always water flow to the radiator. Apart from that, it starts and runs nice still. So just oil and filter change and new thermostat obviously. Let's start it up and see how it goes. Now here's the inside. So obviously the cheaper model because it's got a standard, clock from Series 2. No trip computer, no cruise control. Cool. Yeah, it doesn't quite get much over 2 line. Runs cold, not good for the engine. Now we're in my Jag. Last night I fixed everything up, put a new ignition barrel in and put all the cover back on. I gave it a good clean up, glove box back together, all the heater's done now. There we go. Made it all nice and tidy in here. So, yeah, so let's see how it goes. Cool. Well, as soon as I jack it up I see that we've got a bad problem. I noted this last time and told him about it, but now it's really bad. As you can see the tyre's bald on the inside. I'd say the upper ball joint's the problem. The other 3 have been replaced except that one. A bit silly, isn't it? Maybe the upper inner bushes are a bit screwed as well. So they look pretty old. We'll have to deal with that. Well, it's 1 o'clock in the morning out here and it's fairly goddamn cold. So I put this one on. Hasn't been on for quite a while. Works nicely. 3 bars of warmth. That'll melt the camera quickly. Now I got this one on. When I want to be warm, I get warm. It's quite nice and hot out here. So, that warmed me up nicely. New air filter. Old air filter. Well, I let this drain for 24 hours. I poured some fresh oil in last night, just like a couple of cups, and then I've just put half a litre of fresh oil in, and syrup's just coming out. It's the best way to drain and flush an engine out. It's all the crap settles to the bottom and then pushes it all out again. Unless you take the sump off and clean it. You can start to see some fresh coming out now. There's a little stabiliser bar upright that I've got a new washer for because that one's hammered itself through. Not nice. The bushes were raped. Got all new shit for that. There it is. New bushes and new washer for the one that's haggard. Now, I had some new pins lying around, so I'll replace these old ones. They're pretty screwed. I've got all new washers now. Cool. Well, here's the old thermostat. It's only 6 months old. I did it before summer. I'd say the spring's gone weak. It's opening too early. So, yeah. Oh well. I think the cat thought it was too cold to stay out, so he's come inside for once at night and gone to sleep in a warm spot. How cute. Oh. I've done the sway bar D bushes on both sides and put new links and bushes in. It's now time to do the ball joint at the top here. Well, there we go, it's loose. So what I do, I let it down, and the bump stops there. Hit it with a hammer until it pops, and then jack it up off the bump stops, and then undo it the rest of the way. Sometimes you need to hold pressure on them so the whole thing doesn't spin. Pretty easy. Whenever you do the ball joints on a Jag, always check the space. If there's shims in there, you can't see very well. There's 2 on each side on this one. Some have 3 at the front, 1 at the back. They're all different, so always make sure you put them back the same, otherwise you won't get the wheel alignment right. These are the spaces. Oh, there's the new ball joint. I'll put it all back together. There we go, all done. Oh, here we go, done the fuel filter. It's a bit of a prick. Yeah, all done, and put new fuel line to it. There we go. So I think I'm all done pretty much, apart from a grease. I'm just going to grease the back of it. I just thought I'd show you a dead shocker. So I've reported that. Hopefully we'll get to do it one day soon. Still more. And that trailing arm bush looks like it's separated from its housing. Yeah, I think it has. A bit dark, but yeah, might test that later. Yeah, I've got to clean that up and grease the bearing, and then grease underneath there, and all the links in there. I thought I'd do a video. I finally got all these parts for a scrub cutter. I just managed to get that rubber bit on. Bits and pieces though, because you can't buy it anymore for the still, so you get a Honda filter, some generic hose, all has to go into the fuel tank, and connect it to the carby. So you can see the old fuel filter melted away. That's all that's left. Let's see. Oh, that's for a whippersnipper just like this one, but it's up there. I've got to get that out soon. It's been there for about 6 bloody months. Gotta look at this shitty thing. Well, someone had the great idea of resurfacing my street today. So they've torn it all up, closed the street all day, so now I can go out, but I don't know if I can get my Jag out onto this because it's got a very low front end and I think it's going to go crunch. So it's worth a try. Oh, I got this Daewoo thing back. I believe it's got a faulty crank angle sensor or ignition module, because it's not running very well when it's cold. The engine light keeps coming on. It's going to be one of these cars today. Piece of shit. Gotta keep the revs up. Can't let it idle. Take my foot off the gas. Going to play with the ignition module. There we go, I've got the distributor apart. I've got the old module out, so hopefully that's the problem. Probably is. I took a gamble and already bought a new module, so I'll stick that in and let's see if it runs the same or better. Let's see if the pile of shit runs properly now, or if there's something else wrong with it. It could be the computer. Well, that seems to be running better.